So last night, me and my wife, we decided we were going to the gym today. And, we got up kind of early. I went outside. It was cold, of course, frost and everything on the car. And when I got to the car, I looked down and I noticed it had a flat tire. And immediately my mind wanted to start complaining, and it wanted to start saying, oh my goodness, what in the world? Tire's flat. What we're going to do? We're going to be running late. Now I'm going to have to buy a tire, and it's expensive, and blah, 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 blah. That's how the mind was already going into complain mode this morning. But what I did is I thought that, but I did not say that. I did not say that out loud. I was aware of the thought and I caught it before it slipped out into a complaint. So what I did, I cranked the car up, I moved it around to where I have an air compressor, and I turned the air compressor on, let it build up pressure. I went inside and I did not say one single word to anybody in the house. And that was also very important. And I just give myself a little bit of time, because I failed to mention earlier that morning, I told myself I was not going to complain over little silly stuff. I was not going to let little things like that upset me or ruin my day or get me in complain mode. And what I did, I went back outside and I began to look at this tire in a different way. And I began to think about a few things. And these are the thoughts that ran through my head. First of all, I began to think about, it's just a flat tire. All you got to do is put some air in. It's not the end of the world. At least the car cranked up. At least the motor's good. At least the transmission's good. And then I began to think about the car, that this car has actually been one of the best cars I've ever had in my entire life as far as running. The only thing I've ever had to do to it is put a battery in it, change the oil, and, put tires on it every once in a while, which it looks like I won't have to do again. And then I got to thinking about, I actually have the money. If I need to, I can go buy another tire. And then this other thought popped in my mind, and I went back to when there was a time in my life, because of my own stupidity, let me say it this way, where I did not have a driver's license for 8 years. And I remember how it felt when I did get my license back and that DMV employee handed me my driver's license. I felt like a 16-year-old teenager when they first get their license. And it was the first time in a lot of years where I could actually get on the road and drive legally. And by this time, I was already putting air in the tire, thinking all these thoughts. And I was actually sitting there with a smile on my face, rejoicing about all these things. And what the whole video is about today is we can't always control what we think, but we have a lot more control over what we say than what we think. And we need to be aware of this. Look, some of you out there may be Christians, some of you not, but let me give you some Bible for this. Read the book of James. The Bible says that the tongue is a small member and it boasteth great things. It also says the tongue no man can tame. So we're going to be dealing with this tongue, wanting to complain, wanting to gossip, wanting to say things it shouldn't, our whole entire life. And we have to be aware of it, and we have to try to not let it take control over our life, because it can. Now let's face it, whenever we say something, whenever we put something out there, we cannot take it back. The Bible says also the tongue is a world of iniquity. It is set on fire of hell. So next thing, I'm driving down the road. I'm on the way to the gym, and I'm feeling good. I'm rejoicing. Hey, I got driver's license. I got the money to buy a tire if I want to, and I got a good car to drive. I'm feeling good. So we went and did a workout, and right after that, there was this lady who she'd hurt her leg and she wasn't able to get some things from Walmart she needed. So me and my wife, when we left the gym, we went to Walmart, and when we got in there, of course, you know what happened. It was super packed. Everybody was rushing around getting Christmas stuff. The self-checkouts were full. The other checkout lines where they actually have a human being scanning items, it was full. And, you know, we went around there. I got to hurry. The mic battery's running there. So we went in there, and, of course, we get in the back of a long line. And here comes that thought monster. And what he wants to do is complain. What he wants to do is gripe. He never sees the bright side of anything. And it always feels like we have that battle going on inside of us, you know, the good against evil, the right against wrong, the positive against the negative. And he wants to say, what's wrong with Walmart? I know they can afford to hire more employees. Why don't they get more people to work here? Why are the lines so long? So he wants to go into this complain mode. But, you know, I caught myself again. I was like, look, I have absolutely no right to complain about having to wait in line at Walmart during the holidays. What did I expect? That everybody would say, hey, Matt's coming to Walmart today. We need to stay home so he can get through the line quickly. Look, I live in the greatest nation on the planet, and I have no right whatsoever to stand in line at Walmart and complain about getting some groceries for somebody. There are so many people around the world would have just loved to have the money that I paid the lady at Walmart, or to have access to the food that Walmart has. Or there's people that would actually give anything they had to be able to physically stand up in the line that I was standing in. And that's what I'm talking about shifting your train of thought. Now, there were 2 or 3 other times throughout the day where I felt like I wanted to complain and I didn't do it. And I'm not going to get into it, but when we got to this lady's house to drop off her food, I felt like that I witnessed a God-sent miracle of just some things that took place. I'm not going to go into it, but trust me, I don't think I would have ever witnessed what I witnessed today if I started complaining over the flat tire that I had this morning. And what I want to tell you today is I want you to be careful. I know a lot of you are getting ready to go to do your Christmas dinners, and you're going to be around a lot of people, a lot of family. And don't you be the one that's complaining about everything, the green beans being cold, the cake not being good, or not having some sweet tea or something. You know what I mean? And if you do hear that person complaining, don't pour gasoline on them. Don't pour gasoline on them. Don't fan the flame. Don't get them going. You know how to get them going. And don't jump in there and get with them. You know, start talking about how grateful you are to see them, or to be around your family, or to have such good food, or to have such good friends and family to be around. Hey, shift the conversation. Shift what you say. And most of us, when we were little kids, we heard this. Don't always say what you think. Just because you think something doesn't give you the right to always say it. And I've been trying to be mindful of this and live like this. And I'm just telling you, I feel like I've witnessed so many more blessings because I'm in this mindset. And there's a lot of people out there, if they wanted to complain, they have good reasons to complain. But I'm just saying, I mean, complaining about standing in line at Walmart or having a flat tire or my coffee not tasting like I want it to taste, or some waiter forgets to put a baked potato on my plate and I ordered a baked potato. Come on. Come on. And I'm just saying, be aware of what you think, what you say, and how you live. And I don't even know. I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I got lost in it today, really. I got lost in it. I get emotional talking about this stuff. And I don't know if it's because we live in America and we are so blessed and we have so much and we have so much opportunity that we feel like we can complain over, you know, waiting in line to get gas and we're driving a new car or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe because I was the only child, I felt like when I was young, I had a right to complain about not getting a toy I wanted or something. I don't know, people. I'm just telling you, we got to watch this thing and we got to make sure that it's saying the right thing and it's saying what we want it to say. And I love you all out there. If any of you are new to the channel here, of course, let me know that you're new. You've maybe never seen the channel before. This is your first video of mine that you've seen. Let me know down in the comments. Maybe you have just recently stumbled across the channel. You watched 4 or 5 videos or something. Let me know. Or if you are an OG subscriber and you've been with me since day one, you know I appreciate you. Let me know down in the comment section below. If I don't see you soon, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a blessed one. Love you all out there, everybody. Take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you later.